chronically stressed out trying to achieve work-life balance? Well, guess what? It's not your fault. Hello, I'm Karen Kitt, and I help busy career women manage stress and find strategies to create a healthier work-life balance for overall well-being. My customers are usually high-achieving professional women who value their time and would happily pay for someone to take away their frustrations and speed up the process. I want every career woman to know today that you are not the problem. It's not your fault. You're not suffering because you haven't been trying hard enough. And I also want you to know that you are not alone. I remember a time in my career when I had just come off of a high professionally. I had written a book about education. My middle school students had won awards in the school district for performing all over the city. And yet I found myself lying in bed, totally exhausted, burned out, and looking up at the ceiling from my bed wondering, how did I get here? And why am I alone? And through that process of self-reflection, I learned the principle of self-leadership, to set boundaries and to ask for help. When I came out of that cave of a dark period in my life, I made a commitment to myself never to return to that debilitating pain and exhaustion of burnout. And I literally rose up determined to cultivate the skills and develop the systems that would allow me to perform, achieve, lead, and live with joy, health, relationships, prosperity, and purpose. Not only that, I committed to helping other women like myself, like you, manage stress, avoid burnout, and achieve the success they worked so hard for without sacrificing their relationships and good health. Women, what I want you to know today, and this is extremely important, you are not the problem. You are not alone. The good news is, busy career women can overcome the stress and struggle of work-life balance and enter into the flow of living a life of achievement and deep fulfillment. I have discovered 3 behavior shifts, mindset shifts, that flourishing career women have learned and that they practice to break free from the struggle of work-life balance and enter into fulfilling work-life flow. If that sounds good, type flow in the chat. That would be great. Here are my 3 steps. Number 1, you need to cultivate deep levels of self-awareness and self-knowledge of your competencies. Number 2, you need a system. And number 3, you need accountability. Let's talk about mindset number 1. You need to cultivate deep levels of self-awareness and self-knowledge of your competencies to break free from the stress and struggle mindset of balancing to a vision and mindset where you see yourself and your loved ones flourishing and in flow, creating and navigating your life, every aspect of it on your terms. And while this might seem like a bold intention, women, I'd like you to know that breaking free from daily stress and struggle is possible. Research-based frameworks and strategies already exist to equip you, support you, and empower you along your journey. Take comfort in knowing that when you raise your hand and say yes to a fulfilling and empowered life of achievement and satisfaction, there is a global community of women waiting for you to join them. Now, once you've begun the process of cultivating deep levels of self-awareness and self-knowledge of your competencies, ladies, you are ready for step 2, because you have actually developed the mindset to build out a proven system that works for you. A personal blueprint for what I call work-life flow 2.0 for today's professional woman. As a woman, you are uniquely wired. Therefore, your most powerful and effective solutions do not necessarily follow the linear path of logistics, steps, pushing through, and grit. The way that you create, lead, make decisions, and operate in the marketplace might look a little different from your counterparts, but the end result to bottom line is the performance, its results, its productivity, and yes, it is profits. Your personal blueprint must be informed by the latest industry research on organizational behavior, market trends, and the most recent findings on gender gap and leadership performance data in the workplace. Women, you are going to have to learn how to signal and communicate potential while simultaneously demonstrating productivity, performance, and leadership. These hurdles cannot be overcome without an integrated work-life balance 2.0 system and personal blueprint in place to heighten your confidence, enhance your competencies, maintain an effective wellness and self-care regimen, and assure the safety and comfort of your loved ones. You can create a system that works for you. Just keep in mind that your system will undergo refinement and realignment as you grow, increase your impact, and begin to raise your standards of what you envision as your unique and fulfilling work-life flow. Now let's talk about the third mindset. You must acquire for flow and fulfillment in this era that demands what I am naming work-life balance 2.0. What it is you must commit to a heightened level of accountability. This means as a high-achieving professional woman, that's you are wise enough and driven enough to understand and accept you cannot do this on your own. Instead, you need to set up a next level accountability system in your life flow by integrating digital systems and human systems to synergize your life flow. Your digital systems might include mobile phone apps to track your health metrics or daily meditation, or becoming an expert user of platforms like Notion to keep yourself, your family, your teams, and your projects on track. While your next level 2.0 human accountability system will extend beyond friends and family members to include professional coaching programs and masterminds where you dismantle that experience of isolation because you belong to a community of like-minded professional women with whom you can practice the principles of flowing in a work-life balance 2.0 matrix. Remember, women, if you are chronically stressed out, trying to achieve work-life balance, you are not the problem. It is not your fault. You are not alone. Work-life balance is an ongoing process, and you'll need to be able to cultivate deep levels of self-awareness and self-knowledge of your competencies, create and maintain a system of productivity for life flow, and you're going to need next level accountability. Women, you are trailblazers, making history as women in a new era where you will not flourish without these next level mindsets and systems to support your life of success, prosperity, and flow. If you've been listening today or on the replay, raising your hand and saying, yes, I can't keep up and I'm tired of the exhaustion, or yes, there's never enough time. Yes, I'm afraid that if things don't change, I'm going to get yet another health diagnosis, or yes, I'm tired of struggling alone. Then I'd like to invite you to join a free 5-day Chaos to Contentment Challenge for career women that I will be hosting in a few weeks. We will immediately get you working on mindset number one, cultivating deep levels of self-awareness and self-knowledge of your competencies. And at the end of the 5 days, you will have designed your personal work-life balance 2.0 blueprint for life flow and fulfillment. Just message me with the hashtag on LinkedIn, Facebook, or Instagram, the hashtag challenge, or email Coach Karen at speakrightmediacoaching.com with the subject line challenge to receive notifications and your invitation to the free challenge. Then begin to imagine and celebrate what your new life will look like and feel like when you have your personal blueprint for work-life balance 2.0.